振り返りかな、ハイライトの方ですね。アニメスピードランフェスワンピースハイライトリールとなっております。で、振り返りと、イベントについてのおさらいと、を挟みまして、で、ワンピースグランドコロシアムとなりますのです。ワンピースグランドコロシアム、和訳が、ワンピース大海賊闘技場となっております。こちら解説の方いらっしゃいませ。まだ時間はありますので、よろしければ、解説の応募などしていただけると幸いです。喋るの恥ずかしいよって方いましたら、チャットでアシストしていただけると嬉しいです。私、ワンピース、あんまり、黄金の水面浅瀬程度にしか知らない感じなんで、ほぼ無知状態なんで、初見の実況コメントしかできないということをご了承ください。なので解説が来ていただけると私はめっちゃ嬉しいです。先ほどのソードアートオンラインホロリアリゼーションの奏者の方の紹介いたしましょうか。リル・シャーキーさんですね。こちらの方は、主に一番走られてるのが、結構いろいろと走られてるんですが、今回の走られたカテゴリーは 2% PC だったんで、2% PC のワールドレコードをお持ちの方でしたね。うん。自己ベストは4時間13分50秒だったので、その2ヶ月前の記録だったんですが、あれから出す前に更新されてなかったら、今回ので自己ベストかなと思います。SLC 上見ていただくと、ロードリムーブドタイムという、ロード時間を切り取無視したタイムで言うと3時間28分50秒となります。リムーブロードタイムというのは例えると、星のカービィのメタナイトで5やデデデで5のワープする次のワープ行くときにタイムが止まってタイムが止まるところ、そこを停止したりとかしたりするタイムの時にタイムが止まるので、そこですね。ちょっとロードが挟まるので。他には、ファイナルファンタジー13かな ?13、違う。13ですね。のオールミッションズ Xbox360 版ですね。そちらの方をワールドレコードもお持ちの方でして、タイムが15時間49分15秒となっております。結構ファイナルファンタジー13も結構いろいろ走られてる方ですね。ライトニングリターンズ版も走られています。
I guess now it's time to play serious. There's gonna be like a 52 or 53 if everything was fine. Looks like I cannot keep my combo chain, so I need to use different attacks. That's gonna make me lose time, but up to this point, I don't think that there's so much I can do.
Yeah, just put it in. Yeah, Orpheus joins us because he's more or less convinced by Seiya that, you know, he has to fight back. He can't just, like, let himself basically fall prey to Pandora's plan.
You need to be kidding me.
That's insane.
This is really annoying. Dude, since when I have problems with this part? I cannot believe right now this is happening. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
No, Radamanthus, he doesn't want to see this run ending, you know? He wants to see more of it.
Yeah, we are close to the end of the run. But I think that we are behind of schedule, so this shouldn't be like a problem.
Yeah, we're ahead. We'll be fine.
Okay, we're ahead. I used to mess up a lot between ahead and behind, talking about timing things.
Yeah, it is kind of an odd phrase.
It's not letting me to attack him, I don't know why. But I can attack him. This is really annoying.
解説なくてもわかる？いや原作ちょっとあんまわかんない人なんで私。音楽ゲームでいくつかでなんか新時代入ったなーっていうので見てたんで。あとなんだモンスターストライクでコラボイベント昨年かなあったなー程度の記憶しかないです。
This is really terrible log I have been getting during all the run. That's the attack I'm looking for, but I don't remember exactly how to do this. Nice. And also the order of that menu is different than the Japanese release, I mean the European one. And I was looking to the escape option. I'm really glad that I found it.
あ、ハローハロー。
I can make it, I can make it! This is my moment! I'm an idiot. I should have done that, but I made it.
今待機時間中です。はい。
Oh my god. And now I'm gonna die.
ようこそジャパニーズリストリームへ。現在はこちらも待機中となっております。
Be careful. Tap these attacks, just move around. I told you to move around. And to be honest, the maximum time I've seen somebody being able to respawn has been up 3 times. I have never seen somebody doing that for the 4th time. Something impossible.
Yeah, really bad.
Okay, now it's a good moment. I got it. I got him.
Got him.
Nice! There we go. This was really bad. It was really awful. Really awful battle to deal with.
Yeah, it was a struggle, but it's over.
Finally. But at which coast? At which coast? That's...
Yeah, exactly.
Now, last fight of the game. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to finish this. And I'm not gonna need to repeat the fight. Because, as I mentioned before, I'm not so good playing as reviews, but I'm better playing.
ありがとうございます。スタッフ一同、感謝お礼申し上げます。
Yep, the final fight. The time is gonna finish on switch of the announcer that says you win.
Gotcha.
時折ジャパニーズリストリームにも走られた方
Failing, basically.
がこちらの
Give Daya enough
本家の方で走られた方がたまに遊びに来てありがとうございます。Thank you って挨拶してくれる方もいらっしゃいます。
Now the final fight from Caballeros del Zodiaco. I still can't believe I can get a perfect, but let's try to do something nice. Nice.
Yeah.
It's good, it's good, it's good. We're still fine. We get it. We can get this. We can get this. Okay. Down here, dude.
次画面のこれは昨年の
It's good, it's good, it's
ア
good.
ニメスピードランフェスのジェイントセイヤかな、うん、
I cannot believe this is happening. If I'm honest with everybody.
この時確かリアタイしてなかったな。
Alright, so it's on the victory or win method.
ちょうど初めてリストリームのボランティア参加したイベントなんですけど恥ずかしながら
Bruh.
おん
Time is gonna finish on another says you win. Wanna finish saying you win.
ジャマスプレックス
And time.
Amazing.
ちょうどがタイマーも止まってる
Do for an extension.
If you want to do any call outs or anything, feel free to.
First of all, shout outs to Ryan Brigado or Daily, who's gonna be the Sanctuary runner, who helped me a bit with some information about the game. So keep tuning with this amazing Sensei mini blog. He's a pretty good runner, so definitely the next one hopefully that is something nice to enjoy. But before that, the last part was what? which is a big plot twist. I don't know if you want to explain that.
The plot twist is that, technically speaking, Andromeda Shun is the vessel for Hades' resurrection. So, your best friend, actually, like, pure-hearted soul, you know, and that's the best person, apparently, to become the next vessel for Hades.
And this is where the Hades chapter finishes. So, continuing with the special shoutouts, well, in this case, I'm glad that this event is having different restreams. So, first of all, muito obrigado pelo comentario en portugués, Rutson Street, Santini. Muito obrigado. I appreciate a lot the support from Brazilian and Portuguese community for this, and also if my
マイク画面喋ってるそう。
Japanese
向こう話されてるそうですが、
here, I'm gonna-
会話で振り返ってる感じなんですかね。ちょっとわかんないです。
If I'm recording this is 日本語のコメンタリーもありがとうございます。
お、聞こえた。ありがとうございます。Thank you. Thank you, Anime Speedrun Fest.
Studied Japanese for a few years, but I have been forgetting a lot of the stuff that I know. Muchas gracias.
イエーイ、見てる。
Domo arigato. I would have liked to prepare different games for this marathon, but this is what I was running out of time, so this was something I was trying to prepare on the fly. So I hope that on future editions of this event, I can bring different games. I'm looking to learn both PS3 and PS4 Saint Seiya games, and maybe have a longer block from the series. So now it's time to enjoy the
Are you watching for Japanese stream?
which along with Hades are the only two Saint Seiya
ああ、なるほど。本家、ピン止めされてる。ありがてえ、ありがてえ。
Thanks for the staff for giving me the opportunity of being showcased here, and well, keep enjoying the show, keep enjoying the marathon. We're still having a good amount of runs, and also remember that we are donating for a good cause. Hello everybody, my name is Yo Senpai, and this is one of the few
どうする？本家ちゃん、貼っちゃう？
my speedrunning live when I'm gonna be having a commentator during one of my marathon runs. So in this case, I'm not alone. With me is Niglin, sorry how I pronounce your name.
Yeah, Nyland's correct.
Nyling, okay. I got it on the first attempt. This is the kind of thing that happens when you try to speak on a language which is not your main one, but I'm here to try to do my best. And this is gonna be Saint Seiya Hades. The reason mainly why I have a commentator is because I don't know a lot of things about the show. I just played the games back in the day. But that's gonna be interesting, so I'm gonna be telling later. But we're only having a good amount of time to talk about that. So basically, here on the run, which is gonna be the any person route, what I'm gonna be doing is that I'm gonna be playing through the main Hades arc in the game. And if you're wondering, well, which is the main one, every time that you replay the game, you get different options in order to pick which route you want to take into the history. But in this case, I'm just gonna go for the main one, which is just pressing the circle button. That doesn't add any of the canons storyline that get unlocked every time you play the game. There are 4 different lines, but we're gonna be going through the main one. So I'm gonna assume that we are already started the timer and everything.
Ready to go. Timer wise, I am also pretty ready. Just let me know, give me a countdown, and I'll hit the button.
I can make the countdown, don't worry. Or do you wanna make it?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. So let's start on 3, 2, 1.
おや？
And also, I'm using a
なんかカウントダウン始まったなと思ったら、あ、これさい。
but related to one of my favorite animes, which is Kobayashi-san Chino Make Dragon. This is a Mexican design from Ghana.
あ、再配信のセイントセイヤの方ですね。
Mexican
カウントダウン。びっくりした。
which is something
Time.
like small dragons.
あ
It has a type
画面越しで再配信やってるっていう
of-
いう感じか。
With the C letter, not with the C. I don't know if my pronunciation was correct. for that. But let's go back to the topic of the game, the Saint Seiya the Hades.
びっくりした。
Well, we get told the history of the manga, focus on the sanctuary capture, and well, that's gonna be something that Lin is gonna be doing for you, and I'm gonna be trying to explain some of the stuff that we're gonna be doing. The game is a bit repetitive and talking about the game mechanics for the run, but there are gonna be some stuff that are gonna be working slightly different. Here, first we're gonna be having the Seiya versus Death Mask fight, and the thing I'm gonna be doing here is that I'm gonna be trying to do middle plus lower attacks or high to low attacks in a combo way, and also you can move before.
いやこの待機画面の試みいいですね。
This kind of attack is just to avoid what I have got here. Unfortunately, this was a
待機画面では
because this is what
同じやつ、過去のイベントの動画見る感じのやつ。
keep any character without any kind of movement. And once they are low on energy, I'm gonna be using these big bang attacks. In this case, I don't know which is the name in English on this because I have been playing this in Spanish almost all my life.
Yeah, the attack, his signature attack is Pegasus.
Yeah, the Pegasus attack. And the reason why I'm gonna be using this and just I'm gonna be doing this in all 17 fights we're gonna be having on the run. The reason behind this is mostly because in this game, when any character gets low on energy, what is going to happen is that they're going to be having an opportunity to respawn. But if I attack with, if I lower all their energy, if I lower all their energy with the big bang attacks, what is going to happen? Oh my god, this is
いい試みだなっていう感じはするんですけど、私、セイントセイヤはあまりあまり存じ上げてないっていうのが非常に非常に残念っていうか、非常に申し訳ない。
Death Mask and Aphrodite. Now, Nightling can talk a bit about the plot.
Yeah, a common theme in the Seiya series, Saint Seiya, is that characters get up because their willpower, their cosmo burns hotter as they're getting weaker. So in this game, if you drop their HP to 0 and they're not killed with a Big Bang, they will be able to get back up. It plays a long cutscene. It's long enough that it's worth it to just Big Bang them because they could just get up like 3 or 4 times. So, yeah, in terms of what's happening in the story, basically the Athena Sanctuary gets attacked by specters, which are the saint equivalent for Hades. So Hades resurrects the gold saints in the first arc of Saint Seiya, and has them attack Athena Sanctuary basically. You get her blood, I think, to help resurrect them. So, that's kind of what's going on. Mu is the guardian of the first temple of the sanctuary, so that's the character we're playing as. And Mu is going to... You play Mu a lot in this arc, because you need to defend the sanctuary against all of the different specters. There's also 2 versions of this game, correct? There's like a European version that's almost like a beta, from what I understand.
Yeah, for some reason when you try to look for the game on the internet, talking about the game ISO, you will find only the beta, but the game was officially released in Europe. And there's something interesting about that, because I'm from Mexico, which means that I'm from America. And unfortunately, back in the day when this game was released, video game companies considered as United States and Canada as American territory, which was really bad because Saint Seiya, or Night of the Sea, as it was called in the United States, it was not very popular there because the series was ultra censored and hyper localized. But in Latin America, it was a different story. Because this franchise was released and broadcast as it was.
本日誕生日おめでとうございます。
Other localized changes. So this saga is quite popular in Latin America, but unfortunately due to that, the games were never released here. But let's say that Latin American people have a special power to get some kind of stuff, even when it's not supposed that they will have access to. So that's what this game back in the day. But we're not here to talk about that, honestly.
I mean, the game did well. Saint Seiya as a franchise did well enough in Latin America.
Check your mic because sometimes you get off. and sometimes we cannot listen to you properly. So well, now we're gonna be playing as Moon. We're gonna be facing Shura, and once Nylin fixes his mic,
この人
we'll be back to talk
Is
about
my
it.
mic still messed up or is it good?
No, now it's good.
Okay, sorry, what I was saying is that Latin America still sold well enough that the Japanese developers
英語でちょっと
American dubs into games like Brave Soldier.
かぶってますけど、BGM これグレないメーカー
It was a
音
different story because usually
待機 BGM。
first come to United States and then we got the ESRB rating. But with Saint Seiya games, it was due to Brazil that we got the games, and I'm not having here a good luck trying to use these attacks. I'm gonna be using a different big one attack. That is gonna be slower. But when I get mad trying to use a single big one attack a lot of times and I fail, I prefer to go to another one. It doesn't matter that it's taking more time for me, but I'm just pissed off that it's not working sometimes.
Yeah, it's mostly random if in a lot of fighting games if AI blocks or not, so it's quite tricky.
音声振り返ってんのかなどうなんだろ
Yeah, and getting back to the... Okay, go ahead.
No, it's fine. You go ahead.
I still failing into saving my game. It's not supposed that I want to save it. I'm losing time here. No, I was gonna keep talking about localization things, but we have time for that later. So if you were gonna say something about the plot, something a good moment for it.
Yeah. So these characters were sort of the major.
う。ではここで、イベントの概要について改めて振り返りましょうか。これでちょっと被ったらあれなんですけど、現在ジャパニーズリストリームではアニメスピードランズフェスティバルの様子を5人で日本語ミラー配信しています。アニメスピードランズフェスティバルはスピードゲーミングの Twitch チャンネルにて配信される RT イベントとなっております。今回のイベントの寄付先であるドローチェンジはアートを通じて学習の支援、学習への意欲向上を図り、平和への活力を生み出すことを目的としている団体となっております。ドローチェンジの活動は芸術療法なども活用し、その範囲はホームレスや貧困に直面している子どもたちにも提供したいと考えているとのことです。今回の寄付はドローチェンジに直接寄付する形の用意ではなく、アニメスピードランフェスティバルの主催の DB ケイドさんを経由してまとめて寄付されるということになっております。寄付を皆さんがね、寄付のお考えの方いらっしゃるんでしたら検討してみてはいかがでしょうか。イベントは、明日15日の15日の朝頃まで開催されております。ぜひ最後までお楽しみください。
The fights and everything was fine. Were fine, but the animations on the big bang attacks all the time were designed. So when I played this game again on the Japanese release, it was weird for me to see everything designed because I was used to something different. But yeah,
笑った神々で申し訳ない。
fighting Saga, still fighting Nabu. So with the localization things.
All right.
画面変わったな。あ、来ましたね。
皆様, hello, welcome.
Hello.
We are in the last 15 hours of the marathon. I'm going to talk real quick about one way you can support the event, which is we have a Patreon going on right now. So the Patreon is just for speedrun events. A lot of money and a lot of time goes on to putting these events. That's why, ASF has really been able to grow is thanks to everyone helping the community, chipping in. We've got some great artists, some great contributors in the scene who really helped this event come together. I'm just kind of there to put the pieces together, but there's so many staff I'm going to thank. And not just that, there's so many supporters I want to thank. It really is a huge deal that everyone's coming in to join to be a supporter. And this month, if you support, the donation goes directly to Draw Change. I'm just going to take it and give it to them because we've had such a success at this marathon. And if you join as an ASF supporter, you can also, there's Speedy Fist and BCVG and a couple other events that I do. Look, if you want to support those, you can do all to your supporter. I'm never going to ask more than $5.10. I don't even feel great asking for support, but it really goes a long way. You know, I know other Patreon people out there ask for like $20 and $30, and maybe that's what it cost them, and it's definitely what it cost me, but I don't feel more comfortable with that. And yeah, it's, you know, $5 a month allows me to just hire the artist, pay for the time, all the contacting, get everyone in the Discord, setting up events, getting licensed for the music, contacting companies. There's just so much to do. I have a whole list. And another thing is, I don't hide information about how I set up these events. In fact, I openly share how creating events offline and online. I've been fortunate to do it in Japan for a long time as an official event organizer, and then I really fell in love with speedrunning. But at that time, I just, you know, I had a kid and I couldn't switch right away to the speedrunning. And I just, during Corona, I said, man, I'm having so much more fun doing speedrunning than I am doing this. So I've really kind of shifted my life toward that. Before I was just like, you know, I would get called to certain events, and it's been a long road, but it's really thanks to everyone. And I should have made this sooner, but we made it last year. So if you're interested, definitely please, you know, go to patreon.com/speedrunevents and consider giving a membership. The other way, if you want to just donate directly to the charity and don't want to do Patreon, is you can go to, and I'll even type it in for you, it's drawchange.org. And drawchange.org is look at that. Exactly the words I needed. The children need art and we need you. They're a smaller team. They don't have a lot of, you know, top-down organization, and there's no real waste. Every penny goes directly toward getting those tools, getting those supplies that otherwise aren't available in certain areas directly into the hands of the youth who need them. And, you know, this is for fun, but we're always going to have a charity cause, and this is one that we've taken not just for this event, but for all the way throughout this year. So right now, ASF has become one of the bigger main events of the year. So I would like to push everyone. Let's show that we're not just one of the bigger events, but that we're also one of the bigger supporters of good causes. I know it's Mother's Day. I know Zelda just came out, but if you can find in your hearts, even to give $5, even $1, can go a long way, and we can just show a whole list of people who helped make this cause possible to draw change and really say, hey, you know, anime gamers are all about good causes, about creative causes. So again, I can't thank you enough. And again, Draw Change is looking for staff. They're extremely short staffed. So if you're in the US, if you're in Costa Rica, I want to make sure I'm saying it right, Ethiopia, or the Mexico, Arizona area, there is a way to join the cause without having to give money. You would just have to give your time, which is actually more valuable in the end. So definitely reach out. If you want a personal introduction to their team, you can always message me, and I'm happy to introduce you to them and maybe help you figure out how to approach and how to, you know, almost create like what it is you want to do for them and what they need, and kind of like a resume. If you need help with that, I'm more than happy to. Anyway, sounds like silly stuff. I know that people drown out about it in the marathon, but it really is a great cause, and we've put our full effort into making sure that the name of Draw Change gets out there. So thank you, and thank you for continuing to watch and continue to support. Let's get those donations in, please. You know, I know the other restreams are watching. You know, 100 yen, you know, 200 riai, like $1, it doesn't matter. It goes a long way. So try and help out if you can. And when you donate, you can throw a little message about how hype you are for ASF. We've got a few more runs coming up, so there's not much left. And speaking of other marathons we've done in the past,